Hello, welcome back. Sorry, it's been a little while. If you're new to the channel, this channel is about d.i.d, which is multi-personality disorder, what it used to be known as, but now it's dissociative identity disorder. Um, and it's also about my perspective as a significant other to someone that has d.i.d. Um, today's today's episode is something that just happened about something that just happened not too long ago, last week, about Tuesday. It's about an integration. Um, Now there's actually two different types of integrations that can happen that I know of. One is a force integration. Those, from my understanding, usually have a tendency of not going too well. It's basically where you try to take two parts, two alters, and try to merge them together into one. That's what integration basically is. With the forced one, it has a tendency, sometimes it works, but sometimes it has a tendency of not working and the parts split off, and sometimes it can even be more than just those two parts that split off from it.
It can be harmful.
Yeah, it can be harmful, traumatic for the parts and stuff. That's why it can end up being split back off and more parts come out of it instead of the two. Those do happen. I don't know if she's had any per se. But the integration that I'm going to be talking about today was the one that happened on Tuesday, which I was very glad and to be a part of it. So just forewarning, it might be a little emotional video on both our parts. But the particular part that came out, and well, the part that came out didn't speak, vocalize, didn't speak. So she was talking to me through using my phone, more or less. I mean, she understood everything that I was saying to her, and she just typed out her response on my phone and had me look at it. At first she was asking, she was out for a little while before she started asking me stuff. She asked me that she wanted to go away. I'm like, okay, so does that mean you want to go like back inside and someone else come back out in front? And she was like, no, I want to go far away. So I was like, you want to go for a car ride? Go get some like ice cream or something? Yet again, she was like, no. And for some odd reason, I thought of it. I'm like, you want to be integrated? And she was like, yes. Which surprised me that I was being asked that. And I'm like, well, honestly, I had no clue how that worked, how long it would take on all this. But I was talking to her, I got her name, and this and that, and why I asked her why did she feel that way? Why did she feel like she wanted to be integrated? And she told me she didn't have a job anymore. She didn't feel scared. So that was interesting. And so I was like, okay, well, I know a few other parts that can help out with this, because I'm like, I have no clue what I can actually do besides kind of tell the higher ups, other people, the parts that have a little bit higher up their jobs that can manage it. And so that's basically what I did. I was able to have one of those parts come out, and I told her what was up. That this particular part wanted to be integrated, and so she was out for maybe a minute or two before she went back inside, and the part that wanted to be integrated came back out, and she was basically started crying. Now wasn't. I asked why she was crying, and she said she wasn't crying. It was tears of joy. So, from what she told me, she got I guess you could say, the approval to be integrated. And that apparently it was going to be happening soon. But like I said before, it's like I didn't know how long it was going to take. I didn't know if it was going to take seconds, days. I honestly didn't. I had no clue.
I don't have that. There's no kind of approval I can get for that.
I don't know what she got though, but so I don't know what kind of okay or whatnot that she got.
That's got to be a personal thing. Oh. We can't do anything like that. We don't have a job set up for that.
I just know there's a switch.
I had a headache.
Yeah, I know you did. Pretend about it. That was part of the reasons why you had a bad headache. And okay, so apparently there was no approval process. I didn't know. I just know there was a switch, and then switched back, and but yeah, so she was kind of crying, tears of joy, more or less. That she was able to go through whatever the process is to be integrated. So yeah, it was interesting. It was nice to be a kind of a part of that, and to be able to make her feel safe enough to be able to do that. For a significant other aspect point of view, it's a very nice feeling to be able to know that I'm doing good. I'm helping her. I'm helping her become stronger, more of an independent woman. So it's a very nice feeling. And yeah, it was also sad because she lost literally a part of herself. In essence, the part's no longer there. I don't know. I know she wanted to be. She told me that she wanted to be spread out. She didn't want to just be integrated with one part. She wanted to kind of, like the saying goes, take someone's ashes and spread them out over a field, over the farmland, over a river or something. Using that kind of analogy, saying she wanted to be spread out through the group, through the system. I don't know how or if that got accomplished.
I
You don't know?
I'd say maybe though, with the memories.
So, but it was a a lot of different emotions for us. For me, everything from being happy to sad.